The voice in the rice field. If you ever hear your own voice calling your name from an empty rice field at midnight, don't answer it. The people of Barangay San Isidro avoided the rice fields after dark. They whispered about a spirit called the Mimic, a creature that could perfectly copy the voice of anyone it heard. 18-year-old Marco never believed the stories. One humid evening, he took a shortcut home through the fields after visiting a friend. The moon was hidden behind thick clouds, and the narrow path stretched endlessly between rows of swaying rice. Then he heard it. "Marco." It was his mother's voice. He stopped walking. His mother should have been at home. Again, the voice called. "Marco, come here." The sound came from deep within the field. Marco stepped off the path and followed the voice into the darkness. A few moments later, he saw a silhouette standing among the rice stalks. It looked exactly like his mother. But when lightning flashed across the sky, he noticed something horrifying. The figure had no face. Marco stumbled backward. The faceless figure remained motionless. Then another voice echoed from behind him. "Marco." He spun around. This time it was his best friend, Carlo, standing in the middle of the path, smiling. Yet Carlo had moved to Manila months ago. Fear gripped Marco's chest. The smiling figure slowly raised a finger and pointed deeper into the field. Something enormous was moving through the rice. Whatever it was coming closer, and it was calling his name with dozens of different voices at once. Marco ran. The voices chased him. His mother's voice, his father's voice, his own voice. The sounds overlapped until they became a deafening scream. Suddenly, he tripped and fell into a muddy irrigation ditch. When he looked up, a tall shadow stood over him. Its body was twisted and impossibly thin. Its head bent sideways like a broken doll, and where its face should have been, there was only darkness. The creature opened its mouth. From inside came Marco's voice. "Help me." Then another, and another. Hundreds of trapped voices cried from within the darkness. Marco shut his eyes and remembered the old warning. Never answer a voice in the field. So he stayed silent. After several terrifying minutes, the screams faded. When he finally opened his eyes, the creature was gone. He made it home before sunrise. But even now, years later, Marco sometimes wakes up at midnight to hear a familiar voice outside his window. His own, calling him to the rice field. Some say the mimic still wanders forgotten fields, collecting voices from anyone foolish enough to answer. If you hear someone calling your name in the dark tonight, make sure it's really them. Because the second answer might be the last thing you ever do.